So, do computers actually think? It seems like a simple question, right? But it gets more and more complicated every single day. In this explainer, we're going to get to the bottom of what's really happening inside the machine. I mean, think about it. Our devices can do some pretty incredible stuff. They recommend your next favorite show, they help pilot airplanes, they can even chat with you about your day. It all looks and feels a whole lot like thinking. But is it? Well, the short and simple answer is no. Computers aren't thinking, they're executing. They are just following a set of instructions, but they do it with a speed and a precision that is just, completely beyond what a human can do. It's a fundamentally different thing from our own thought process. To really understand why, we've got to peel back the layers and look at how a computer processes information. And at its very core, it's all just a world of ones and zeros. Okay, so first things first, to a computer, everything, and I mean everything, is just data. The picture of your dog, the words in this explainer, the sound of my voice, all of it gets translated into the only thing a computer actually understands: numbers. And we're not just talking about any numbers. Computers speak the simplest language you can possibly imagine: binary. It has only two words, if you can call them that: a 1, which basically means on, and a 0, which means off. Every single complex thing we do on a computer gets broken down into millions of these tiny little on or off switches. So how in the world does a computer know what to do with all those ones and zeros? Well, it follows an algorithm. And don't let that fancy word fool you. An algorithm is just a recipe. Yep, that's it. A set of step-by-step instructions to get something done. Think about a simple decision you make. A computer would tackle it with a really simple algorithm like this one. It checks a condition, is it raining? And then based on a simple yes or no, it follows a command that's already been written for it. There's no feeling of getting wet, no memory of being caught in a downpour, just pure, cold, logical execution. But hang on, I know what you're thinking. Okay, that makes sense for a pocket calculator, but what about AI? It talks to me, it creates art. That has to be thinking, right? Well, this is where it gets really fascinating, because what AI is doing is giving the appearance of thought. So here's the secret behind the magic trick. AI isn't understanding your question. What it's actually doing is scanning just unimaginable amounts of data. Think huge chunks of the internet, and it's looking for patterns. Then it just calculates the most statistically probable string of words to give you as an answer. It's a master of probability, not a master of meaning. Let's make this super concrete with a classic example: identifying pictures. An AI can spot a cat in a photo with almost perfect accuracy. But here's the kicker: it has absolutely no idea what a cat actually is. So while you see a furry little creature that likes to purr and knock things off your desk, the computer sees something totally different. It sees a bunch of data points. It recognizes patterns of pixels that it's been trained on. Specific curved lines here, which it labels ears, two dark circles there, which it labels eyes. It's an incredibly sophisticated game of pattern matching, but it's not understanding. And this brings us right to the absolute core of the difference between how machines work and how humans think. It all comes down to prediction versus understanding. And when you put them side by side, it's crystal clear. A computer's AI finds patterns. We understand the context behind them. It calculates probabilities. We judge what something actually means. It executes rules without fail. We can feel empathy. A computer processes data, but we humans, well, we have this weird, amazing thing called consciousness. If you only take one single thing away from all of this, let it be this: AI is a prediction machine. It might just be the most powerful one we've ever built, but understanding, that deep, genuine grasp of meaning and why things matter, that's still a uniquely human thing. So what does this all mean for us? If computers don't think, what's the big takeaway? Well, it actually forces us to rethink what we even mean by intelligence in the first place. Look, this isn't about downplaying how incredible technology is. It's really the opposite. These amazing machines are like a mirror. They force us to look closer at ourselves and think more deeply about our own intelligence and what really makes us, well, us. And that's the thought I'd like to leave you with. In a world where machines can calculate, predict, and process information faster than we ever could, what does it truly mean for a human to understand something? It's definitely something to think about.